Hey punk, what? Hey, so? Oh? How do we use pistol from such a short range and how are we going to survive this encounter? You will find out in this video. The biggest mistake that you can see very often is how people actually train with a gun shooting ranges. What you mostly see is that they're just going to get their pistol, stand in one stance, control, then they will aim and shoot at the target. Look how it ended. Then if something happens with the gun, we need to say, oh, it's a problem, someone needs to come and fix it. This is one of the worst forms of training and you will see it all around the world, here I can tell you. A bit better and more realistic is when they come closer to the target and now they practice a quick drawing, covering themselves and not getting shoot by themselves, of course. This is a little bit better. But now if you understand reality, you can see a couple of problems here. But basically this training teaches the person that if something's happening very close, they have all the time in the world, they can draw and just shoot me. But the reality looks a little bit different. If we are saying like I have a knife and you found out that you have a problem here, and when you are going to draw, I'm probably going to stab you multiple times before you shoot me. What can happen as well is when I see you reaching for the gun, I will somehow get there and I'll continue stabbing. Just because you are not used to any resistance and you are just used to I can just shoot, nothing happens. But this is how reality is going to look. Basically, the people are not accustomed to blocking themselves while actually is someone hitting with boxing gloves in training, because they will give you the feedback if I'm actually covering myself good or is it just pointless nothing. Same goes if they are not training for like resistance about we are fighting for a gun now. Those are all important aspects of training that are completely missing but can occur in the real world. And even if you draw the weapon, what can happen is that you don't shoot automatically because I reached for a gun and now we are fighting somewhere here and now I'm either going to strike or even worse, grab out the knife that I have and start stabbing, and now you need to fight for the gun. So it's not as easy as it looks, and in training it should be done like this. The problems when it comes to like he catches my gun, he's preventing me from drawing, those are different things for another video. Today's video is more about what is the safe distance for me to draw and where does it actually make sense. There's a big chance that you heard about the 21-foot rule, that you need at least like those 7 meters for you to effectively draw, and this is what we are going to talk about today. Where is it safe and when should I draw? When it comes to the 21-foot rule, like imagine like the scenario in real life. Do you think it's more often that you will see someone running at you from 7 meters, screaming at you because now he just done cutting someone and now you know and have all the time in the world to shoot him? The reality is that self-defense is about 1 meter, somewhere here. Most common, it's somewhere in a bar, we are talking with each other, and when I have a problem, all of a sudden I draw and now I am stabbing. As you can see right now, it's just not the answer to I'm just going to cover myself and shoot, because there's just no time and you will get badly hurt. I don't even have to have my knife, I can hit, take him to the ground, anything, but it's from that 1 meter space, not 7. And you will see a technique something like this. You are going to hit me and then shoot me. But with this there comes a lot of problems. Not only that, the point that you are exposing yourself against a knife, and even if I don't see anything and he hits me, I'm just going to now stab you. So the whole point of I'm exposing myself and I'm trying to hit, and that one hit will do everything and it will end the situation, is just not a good idea. So don't expose yourself and don't count that the hit will just do everything, because it's not, and you are exposing the whole of this side that I will stab you before you can even get your gun. So the whole answer to this situation is don't even reach for your gun. Like if we are talking about we are literally here at this distance, it doesn't make sense to go for a gun. What you should do is hit me and give me some reason to stop and move. So now you are getting away from the trajectory and now it's the time for you to draw your gun. You needed to create a space so you could go for it because you didn't have it in the beginning of the confrontation. So what you need to focus on here is go about like 45 degrees against the knife. So if we switch now and you look, he's not going straight into me because then I will just stab, but he needs to go somewhere here where I do not am hitting him with a knife. And that's where he's creating this distance. Even from blocking, even more important thing now is for you to hit me and stop me for a little bit and give him some reason to stop. And now we are getting to the point of how to train it, because we need to solve this situation. At first, start with just one hit, which we know this is not how reality looks, but for training, it's very good to be the first stepping stone. So I'm just going to stab once, you will create your distance, and we are going to move here. Then we are going to make it a little bit harder for us, so it's not just going to be one step, but I will go about two times. So we're going, boom, boom, and we're here. And now we can actually even get the couple of more steps and actually even grabbing as well. So we look like this. And this will give you a good feedback. Have I created enough distance? Have I hit him properly so I have the time to go for a gun? This is how the training should look like. Heading to the second phase, now I'm not just going to stop after the hit, because the hit may have not been that good, or maybe I'm a junkie and it slowed me, but it didn't stop me completely. So even after I get hit, I will continue to fight. And now it's up to you to think about, do I have the time to draw, or should I go again into the attacker and create even more distance? Something like this, we're here, so you create a distance and I'm now going As you can see now, first time there wasn't the time to draw because we were still very close even after hit, but for the second time the gap between us was even bigger, and that gave Pierre now the time to go for the weapon and draw and shoot if necessary. Now we are going to get into a little bit more dynamic. I'm going to grab myself Accu Strike so I know that I'm hitting, and he has a feedback of I'm getting hit, and I will grab helmet so now the strikes can actually get into my head and he can hit me properly, and it will give him feedback, are those hits good? He will take something like a airsoft or paintball gun, so he give me the feedback if I am being shot, or even something that has like a laser point, and we'll see where is he hitting me. And for the final part, you need to add a real weapon to this situation so that in real life you are not like surprised of the shoot. You need to train it, you need to be acclimatized to it, and you need to be used to actually shooting from a real weapon. I would be up to you to share this video because you have no idea how many people don't actually train realistic with weapons or with guns in this specific scenario, because they understand the whole self-defense situation from completely different like distance. They think that it's from long distance, but it's from very short. And if they will try to do something like we showed you in the beginning of the video, where I just go for my gun, you will get stabbed, you will get badly hurt, or the people around you. You need to do something like a mix between I will train in the gym because we can actually hit, fall and do very dynamic training, but combine it with shooting range because I can actually shoot with a real weapon. It cannot be just the gym or just the shooting range. You need to be able to combine it for the best training that you can get out of this. Of course, now you can go into the comment section and write how we basically did wrong every single rule when it comes to shooting range, and everything from safety is just a bad because you are just used to training like this from one position and shooting. But the reality is that you are now preparing for reality, and if you will train it only like this, like the gun will be no to you because you will die before you even get to it. But this is not to say that you shouldn't train safely, like of course not. Like you saw in this video, it's all about safety. It's all about, can I do this with airsoft gun? Am I endangering someone? Because that's the training how it should be. I'm not endangering someone. I am very confident because we did it before with airsoft guns like thousands of times, so I know that I will not hurt my partner. This is the goal of the training. Like of course, if you are using real guns, you will have to. Like safety first, of course. Like the video if you did enjoy, subscribe to see more videos like this because we have more of this coming in our series, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.